People want me to give you something on the airplane etiquette and everything. So, like, I I differentiate, like annoying people on airplanes. The guy that Mike Holly said to me last night takes off his shoes or hogs the armrest or whatever, snores or eats, or I think if you tip your seat back, you're a freaking dick. Like, I think that sort of makes you kind of a bad dude. Like, it's just a person that puts their seat back doesn't give a fuck about anything around them. They just care about themselves. Like, but that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about the people that delay the plane. If you delay a plane for your bullshit, whatever it is, you suck. You suck 100 times over. Like, it's important. Time is the most valuable commodity out there. If you're traveling to see your family, your kids, for work, whatever, and now we're sitting there on the fucking tarmac because you refuse to buckle your seatbelt, or you have to take out your headset to listen to crew member instructions, or you're being a dick about your bag, okay? Or Odell Beckham won't respond to the stewardess or won't get, I don't even know how did it even start?
Apparently he got into it with the stewardess because the stewardess or the person working the plane said that he was out of control a little bit or wasn't responding to what the flight attendant was asking him to do. So he was probably like on Ambien or something and was afraid of flying and was fucked up.
But what are they asking you to do? Because if you're fucked up and
basic, probably like just put on your seatbelt.
No, you're allowed to get on the plane and put on your seatbelt and fall asleep unless you're in an exit row. Yeah. So if he was in an exit row, then they have to come by and say, and give you the instructions, and you have to verbally say, do you understand the instructions? You say yes, and then fucking pass out. If that's all you want to do, you don't have to do anything. So he wasn't responding to what they wanted. What did they want? So it's something like buckle your seatbelt, take out your headphones, listen to crew member instructions if you're in an exit row. I mean, I can't even think. You're allowed to go on the plane and fall asleep if you want. So it's not just that. So if you're that person, oh my God. And back in COVID, if you wouldn't put on a mask, you know what? I know that's a hot topic and a political thing, but still, fuck you. It's an airplane. It's not about that. We're all here. We all just want to get to where we're going. So put on the fucking mask for a little bit and let's just get there, shall we? So if you create some sort of stink for any of those personal reasons that causes the pilot to come out, the guy at the gate to come down, the cops to walk onto a plane because what? You don't want to listen to the stewardess? I don't care if the stewardess sucks. They said she was overzealous or he was overzealous. I don't give a fuck. Overzealous about what? Sit down, shut up, take out your headphone, buckle your seatbelt. What else could it possibly be? There's not that many instructions. And you and the asshole bag people, it's like, here's an idea. Don't pack so fucking much. It's okay. You don't need 3 different outfits for one night. You don't need options, Rachel. I'm sorry, gals. You don't need options. Well, what my wife's saying, well, I need options. No, you don't. Like, you gotta pack less. But if you do, then check your goddamn bag. And so we're sitting here waiting for everyone to futz around with their bags. Sorry. And if it causes the plane to be delayed, and now I can't see my family for an extra whatever it takes because of your stupid bullshit. And make no mistake, it's stupid bullshit. There's not one thing that you should be delaying the plane for. And if you have a family emergency or whatever, I'm sorry for you, but you're going to have to get off the plane and go deal with your family emergency. Oh my God. So that's Odell Beckham and anyone like that. That's my thought on that.
The plane only gets delayed or stopped for 2 reasons in my mind. Mechanical, because you don't want it to crash, obviously, and weather. Period. End of story. I couldn't be more with Mike on this. One of the biggest beliefs I have in life, in any way, shape, or form, is the greatest gift you can give to another person is to not inconvenience them, but especially on airplanes. So I said during the 10-question segment, what should what happen to Odell Beckham Jr.? Him, anyone. I don't care who it is. Male, woman, child, nightsticks in jail. Jail forever. I was Bedard on that too. Don't fuck up the flight plan. The plane's got to go. You got to get the hell out of here. And quick example, this is how good a person I am. 2015, last time I was in Las Vegas, I was by myself meeting friends out there for a trip. And I paid for like the more legroom or whatever. Guy next to me he was telling me as we're on the tarmac in Boston, this is going to be his last blowout. He's got a drug problem. He's going out there to basically have this last hurrah before he comes back and goes to rehab.
That's usually when bad things happen, by the way.
Oh, so I see him take something out of his pocket, some kind of pills, crunch on them, and swallow them. And within, 10 minutes of sitting there on the tarmac, he gets like delirious, throws up into a little, like one of those bags. The flight attendant knows something's up. She comes to me, kind of whispers in my ear and says, like, would you like him removed? But in my head, I said, that's going to fuck up the flight. So I go, could you just move me? And that's what she did. In mid-flight, she was bullshit and said, we really would have preferred to have him removed, but you wouldn't need to sign it off and give it the okay. I'm like, I'm good. Like, he's now your problem. We're getting there. That's what matters.
He's his problem.
Right.
If he wants to fucking not off on a plane, do too many drugs, I'm sorry.
But that delay would have been a delay, and the plane would have been fucked up, and I had somewhere to be. We all had somewhere to be. You can't fuck up the flight because of your dumb issues or your panic attack or whatever the fuck it is. If you're not comfortable flying, don't fly. Don't leave. Don't fuck it up for everyone else.
Your panic attack. Don't fly.
Right.
Take the train. Take a bus. I feel bad for you as a human being. Like I personal level, fine. There is no greater crime than taking someone's time. It's a finite amount of time. And like the people who drive too slow or don't go on the red light. I know these are just seconds we're talking about, but they all add up. Don't take up someone's time. Don't be the asshole at the front of the line that when they gets to the front of the line, now talks to the person behind the counter or just takes too much time when people are waiting. These are the worst kind of people. You have no recognition of what's behind you and no sort of valve in your head that says, I'm taking this guy's time up and that's kind of rude. It's rude of me to take his time. And that's a lot of people. And when you do it on a plane, it's exacerbated.